Hi guys, it's Chris here from Some Bloke Who Travels a Lot, and today we are flying posh. More importantly, we're flying posh for free. Well, not quite free. I did have to pay for my economy ticket. Yep, it's an upgrade. In this video, I'll show you around the A380 cabin. We'll pop in the lounge bar, show you the amazing Qatar dining experience, and I'll also explain how I got this upgrade and how I think upgrades like this work and happen. So let's begin with where I'd spent the last 14 hours, Hamad, Doha International Airport. Voted the greatest airport in the world by Skytrax. Certainly not by me. This in fact is the only part of the airport that's high ceilings. The rest of the airport I felt quite enclosed. I had platinum lounge access and it was a very good lounge. Now, as I was travelling on an economy ticket, I had lounge access through my British Airways Gold Card, which is a major part of this trip, getting tier points to renew my Gold Card for 2023. And the story of the whole journey to 1500 tier points, chasing tier points and upgrades, is on the channel, and there are links in the description below. A story of many a twist and turn. There is also a link to the video of my 14-hour stay at Doha Airport, which included a swim but not much sleep. I do recommend, if you have a long overnight layover at Doha, book the sleep and fly or Oryx Hotel. Even if you have lounge access, it's no fun. So, totally unrefreshed, I headed to my gate about 7 AM for the 8 AM departure. All fingers and toes were crossed for the elusive free upgrade. But at the gate it didn't happen. I was checked in as an economy passenger and sent to my boarding sector. Okay, I'm going to sleep anyway. It's no big deal. And strangely, in 3 flights with Qatar, all booked in economy, I had yet to fly in economy, as I'd been offered discounted paid upgrades on all those flights. In fact, I'd arrived to Doha on the A380 from Sofia, paying £498 for the upgrade to business. And I was offered this flight as well on an upgrade for £1,000. That was a bit too rich for my budget. So I was totally ready for economy with Qatar, and then I heard my name, along with another, requesting that we go to the gate desk. And this was waiting for me. Slightly less creased, but just as magical. So, let's go and have some fun on an A380. I'm in seat 22E, arguably the worst seat in the cabin. But how do you describe the worst seat in Qatar's A380 business class cabin? Absolutely fantastic. That does remind me of an old joke that I can't possibly repeat here. Why is it the worst? That's really a bad word to describe these seats. It's far too negative. Well, it's at the back of the plane, so your last choice on menu options, and it's also close to the loo. But silver linings, that means it's closest to the bar. Right, let's explore this seat. Firstly, a large 17-inch screen. Apparently it's 26 inches inversed. And underneath that, our footrest ottoman to make up the bed. It's not that big, but there's enough room to be comfortable. A sturdy table that, when you get the hang of opening it, doubles in size for a very large work area or dining table. I think you know by now what I used it for. The controls for the seat, I'll show you the flatbed after lunch, and tucked away by the side of the seat, power socket, USB, headphones, remote for entertainment. It's a touchscreen, but it's miles away, so the remote is needed. Now, when I was boarding, I noticed the amenities kits were in grey or white. My guess is the white was the ladies' option, and I had one in my seat as it was an upgrade change. Not a problem. That will make a lovely gift for my friend's wife. Job done, and fortune saved in duty free. But what it does mean is you guys don't get to look inside it on this flight. Sorry about that. So, after the de rigueur glass of champagne and warm nuts, I know, it's 8 AM. Don't judge me. I'm sure you would as well. It's time for the safety announcement, which is really the trend of all airlines, especially filmed on location video, or in this case, multiple locations. I'm not a huge fan of this trend. However, this one wasn't bad. Certainly a vast improvement on the awful football themed one that Qatar had before the World Cup. Now, if you want to watch this one in its entirety, I've posted it separately on YouTube, and there's a link in the description below. But far more importantly, it was menu time. Now, there were only two choices for me. It just had to be lobster to start and tenderloin for main course. Though the jumbo prawns did tempt me for a fraction of a second. I love the table setting on Qatar Business. Spotless white linen, fresh warm bread, delicious butter. I also love the fact that the humble salt is pink Himalayan. And if the olive oil offered isn't to your taste, you can request infused Monte Bibiano oils. And always a little amuse-bouche, little mini starter. And it was smoked salmon and cream of smoked salmon. Candlelight, which of course you can't have a real candle in the air, so sorry for spoiling the illusion for you. Glass for our water. Water's very important. It means we can enjoy plenty of wine. 1 glass of water for each glass of wine. Now I know what you're thinking. That's the funniest looking lobster you've ever seen. Now remember I said earlier I had the last menu choice. All the lobster had gone. But I did enjoy my mezzo and was very happy to see the tenderloin arriving. I mean, what a gorgeous treat. Steak at 36,000 feet with a glass of 2014 Chateau Belgrade, and that parmesan and garlic polenta was absolutely delicious. Now, I wasn't really in the mood for a dessert, and I had a sneaky suspicion that some fine Swiss chocolate might arrive soon. So my sweet tooth was satisfied before I think it's time to go and have a glass of champagne in the lounge. This is just such a bonkers treat on Qatar and Emirates A380s. I enjoyed a glass of bubbles and a catch up with my fellow upgradee, a look out of the window, and then I thought it was time for a few hours doze, as I knew my first night in Bangkok would not be a quiet one. Before I get to the bed, I thought I would make use of the facilities with its lotions and potions and padded toilet seat before I started pressing buttons on another seat. The options and positions you can put the chair in, as you can see, they're sort of almost limitless, but I never seem to get these to work properly, so I just went, we'll just send it straight down to the flat bed. Now, I did mention at the start of this video that of course it was an upgrade, and I'd explain to you about the upgrade. Well, once I've had a nap, get the bed set up, then I'll put the map on and some in-flight camera, and I'll tell you about this upgrade and why I think I got it and what it's all about. So as you can see, our little footstool that I showed you at the start of the video, that makes up the final length of the bed. We've got our Qatar purple duvet. Now, once you're lowered down, the seat does become considerably more private. And then to your side, this armrest also comes up. It's also the pocket for your headphones. But this comes up and does kind of enclose you. So you end up with a bed that looks a little bit like this. There you go. So I had 3 hours. I think you can probably spot I was listening to Yes Minister. I am still yet to watch an in-flight movie, but I'm not shy of asking for some extra chocolates when the hot towels arrive. Just 47 minutes left of this wonderful flight. I can't believe this happened like it did. As I said, I was offered the chance to purchase a business class upgrade for my ticket the day before flying for £1,000. Now, that's the most reliable option for an upgrade. Unfortunately, the days of a Panama hat, blazer and smart shoes to be upgraded on your birthday are long gone. Since the days of the loyalty card, those upgrades are only going to loyalty card holders. But why does the airline upgrade? Is it because they're nice and lovely? Well, sort of. but more often it's because it's in the airline's interest. What I like to call an operational upgrade. Say for example, economy is overbooked, but there's a few empty seats in business. So bump up the loyalty card holders that are in economy to business, that frees up seats in economy, problem solved, and everyone is happy. So how did I get this upgrade? Well, I hold a British Airways Gold card, which as Qatar and British Airways are partners in one world, my Gold status means Emerald status in one world, the top status. Now, the Qatar Gate team, with their biggest smile, did tell us the upgrade was just because we were Emerald status. However, just looking at a few of the cabins on the plane, it was clear it was an operational upgrade. Either way, I was drinking champagne and eating tenderloin, so I certainly wasn't complaining. But how do you get an upgrade like this? Very simple. Join an airline loyalty program and try and raise through their tier levels to reach the status that upgrades are on offer. With British Airways, you really do need to be at silver or gold status to stand a chance. Now, I certainly enjoyed the flight. It was a big thumbs up from me. And if you enjoyed the video, you might like to give it a thumbs up. Those likes are most appreciated. And if you want to see more flights like this, tips on how to get a BA Gold card, and my current vlog, my chase to 1500 tier points for my 2023 Gold card, you might like to consider subscribing. It is free, of course, and you would be more than welcome. Links to all my videos, Flying with Qatar, Gold cards and Gold card chase, are in the description below. And if you have any questions, please do ask away in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, and happy travels.